Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. You've got the Cousins Brothers, and we've got UFO videos for you today, including something that was found in the desert, a YouTube channel named James. We reached out to him yesterday. He's given us full permission to share what he found, and we also got the update coming in from Ken, Panama. What happened to the creature after he threw it in an abandoned water tank next to an abandoned military base? We've got the updates. Is it alive or is it dead? But let's first get to this breaking news. We just found out about it yesterday. James allowed us to share this. He found this object in the desert. Watch
here
this.
Here we are. Right here. You can hear it humming if I go close enough. Kind of makes me feel weird. But yeah, I think it's under here. Fuck me. Well, I just burned my hand. Holy shit. Well, I'm gonna get killed.
All right, what did James find in the desert, buried beneath just under the surface? I guess this is a photograph he took of it flying moments earlier as it crashed down into the sand. I'm not exactly sure of the exact circumstances behind this, but James brings this object, whatever it is, he brings it back home to do some studies on it. Apparently he's even developed some kind of rash, but this is the early stages of his first encounter bringing it home.
So I have it in this box here outside of my car, just to be safe. When I get close to it, I almost feel like throwing up. It's kind of weird, but it seems like the thing is... It seems like it's alive and it's dying. It's vibrating in patterns and it's vibrating weaker and weaker each time, so... if I die, know that I did not commit suicide. I would never do that. I'm gonna try to bring this thing home and uncover the truth, no matter what it is. I don't care.
James stated that whatever this object was, that it created some kind of resonation, like it was vibrating, humming, giving off something that he couldn't quite explain. He said it was kind of creepy, but then he brings it home.
Okay guys, here it is again. I just got home. It's really reflective, so I'm gonna try to not reveal myself in the reflection. I'm gonna show you all the markings. So here's this side. And I'm still not touching it with my hand because I think it is dangerous or radioactive or something. It's really smooth. There's that hexagram. Which, yeah, I agree it doesn't look that good, but I can tell you I didn't make it. Like a triangle in the middle with two lines. And it's essentially the same on this side, but the markings are slightly different, like the words on the side. Let me find that other... Oh, there it is. Okay, guys. I guess that marks the day I posted on YouTube the full object, so now I'm gonna keep trying to post like every day so I don't disappear, but we all know how these things go, so just wish for the best for me, and I'll try to do some experiments with this and record it. I'll probably try to open it at some point, but I don't know how to do that right now. I also don't want to die if it's radioactive and blows up or something, but anyway, yeah, this is the spinning around. So you can see it's like just the common pill shape of an object.
Wow. When we contacted James, I guess he stated that he doesn't want any money. He's not out for any fame. He wants people to understand what's going on. Is this some kind of ancient alien artifact that he found in the desert? Now he's got it in his basement. He's doing some studies, some experiments.
How does that happen right when I'm recording too, by the way? That never ever happens, but first of all, that's gonna be annoying. Okay. Wow, this thing has a mind of its own. Look at this. It doesn't want me to get a clear video of it. I'm gonna walk in here. Look at my other hand, it's doing nothing. I'm not turning any lights off. This is insane right now. Okay, there it is. I'm keeping it locked in this room. It's kind of like a dungeon. Stupid light. Hopefully it's just the light, not anything going on with this thing. Yeah, here's where I'm gonna keep it and do some experiments. I'm gonna get some good pictures of just the markings, and I'll put those in the video too for everybody to look over if you want. And yeah, hopefully it's pretty secure in here. I'm gonna see if it just needs to be turned. Whatever.
All right, guys, what's your thoughts on this? This is breaking news coming into Third Phase of Moon. Like in Panama, he may have found some kind of alien life in his backyard. Now this guy has some kind of possible ancient alien artifact in his possession. He's afraid that he might be found out. He doesn't want to be doxxed to exactly where he lives, but he's got this in his possession, and apparently he's going to be taking some time away to concentrate on his life. But right now, he's got this thing, and he doesn't know what to exactly make of it. He thinks that it could be some kind of ancient alien artifact. He says it has some kind of magnetic properties to it.
I'm just doing an update today. I haven't really been around it too much, but today, because I've been busy, but kind of trying to not spend too much time next to it in case I am getting radiation from it, which I already feel kind of like puking right now. Because I'm standing here, it's like just a feeling of despairish, pukey, whatever. Wow, it's actually, this is the first time I walked in here and I feel terrible right now. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Hold on. Okay, that was weird. It's already, I already feel it going away, but the second I got in there, they're starting to feel weird. But okay, what I was gonna say is, I was gonna make a video of me with my face and stuff and saying who I am, but I decided not to because some people are telling me, they're warning me. I'm just gonna take it slow for now. I'm going to secure it before I go to work. I may or may not take it with me, so just so that nobody knows exactly where it is. I am prepared to be put in harm's way for this, because this is, I want to uncover the truth, and nobody knows anything. There's all this speculation, but I want to figure out what's really out there, and I'm going to do it for you guys. And I don't care if they try to kill me. I'm going to try to go as far as I can with this as possible before I get taken out. And if need be, I might have to give it away before they come get me or something like that, but I'm prepared for it. So I'll just try to keep you guys updated, and I should probably get a Geiger counter or something, but that thing is messing with my emotions. But for now, guys, you stay safe. I'll try to stay safe, and I will be back.
Right, Brett. What's your thoughts on this? Are we looking at maybe one of the biggest hoaxes out there, or is this guy really onto something, and is he in possession of something off-world?
Yeah, it's another breaking story just coming in this week. Again, James, he's claiming that he discovered this in the desert. He dug it up out of the ground, and we're looking at it. I don't know what to make of it. Unless he's a great steel engineer and maybe manufactured this, then he might be an artist. But if he found this is definitely worth looking into.
We're going to be keeping a close eye on James' YouTube channel. We're going to be supplying the original link in the description so you could keep up to date of what he's going to do with this thing. Again, if this is something off-world, I don't know. This is something that could be almost national security. We're going to find out. But now, more updates coming in from Ken Panama. This is some of the latest photographs of K25. He dubbed the creature that he found apparently coming out of a meteorite, some life form. Everybody called it the Thing or Venom. Now it's called K25. He just conducted, I think, by the way, a live interview with Secret Service Sam on his YouTube channel just moments ago. We're going to be sharing that with you maybe a little bit later today, or you could go check it out yourself. It's up on YouTube. But, Ken, apparently he's got an underwater camera now. He didn't have one at the time, but he's gone back. He says he's revealed the location of this exact bunker system. It's in a national park that anybody right now could go over there and see the K25 for themselves.
Wow, that's wild. Yeah, anybody there in Panama, I urge you, go out to this abandoned military base, get video, see if K25 is alive, and send us video right away, because I think that people are going to be surrounding this area. I'm sure people are very familiar with this spot, and look at this thing. It's still alive, guys. If this is indeed real and not some manufactured hoax, we're looking at something still living, guys.
Ken Panama stated that he doesn't think this is dangerous in any shape or form. I don't know. I might not agree with him, but he had a little bit to say earlier today on his TikTok channel.
Ahorita fuera mi casa. No.
He says that he's being harassed. People want to interview him. He's getting contacted from all over the place. He just kind of wants to be left alone. He's having a hard time handling the limelight on him. He wants to kind of disappear from the internet. That's what he hopes. He doesn't want to become famous. He says he's not a filmmaker. He doesn't want to apparently tell everybody exactly what his profession is. Just moments ago, he spoke to Secret Service Sam on his YouTube channel live. I thought it was pretty interesting. It felt once again that Ken Panama seems that he's a normal person, that he's not acting, but he's just kind of stressed out. He has to take care of his dogs. He's getting tired of these interviews requests. He's being constantly hounded. People are trying to sabotage him, steal his meteorite, set him up. He's having a lot of issues right now. I could imagine it's not easy.
Baby.
Yeah, you can tell he's just a little bit broken up about what's going on. He really loves his dogs, but again, there it is, K25 at the national park over there in Panama. I think the location's available. If you're out there, go take a look. Now, like I said, we've got a lot of UFO videos for you. Paranormal, weather phenomenon, something otherworldly. It's all here right now at Third Phase of Moon. Thanks for being here in this live premiere, and we're excited to show you these UFO videos right now. So buckle up. Let's get to it. Security cam that may have captured something crazy, paranormal activity or something spiritual. Watch this.
Y se queda ahí todavía está corriendo el reloj de la cámara, se está grabando, mira, se mira como dos cabezas, pues dos personas se mira ahí atravesadas a la misma vez, que tienen como una lámpara, a lo mejor es una pareja, pero no sé, ahí se empieza a mover y la cámara ya no lo graba muy bien, pero ahí se mira que se está yendo por aquí.
All right, we're going to get some translation for what you've just heard, and we're going to go over incredible detail of what was captured. Are we looking at something that is unlikely something common? We're looking at something unordinary, something paranormal? I don't know. Let's just start it up right now.
I can see right as soon as the light kind of just stops, these apparent two characters appear right there on this security cam footage. Could this be some sort of artifacting within the lens? Right there, you just see that person or whomever move away, and you see that little flashlight. Could this just be, again, a flash of a flashlight walking through the fields, creating this effect?
I'm not sure. I'm just looking at it, and look, just the couple, or if they were two people, just disappeared once again and reappeared. I'm not sure about just a flashlight creating that kind of effect. It just seems very bizarre here. Dr. J?
Well, this is not the first time people have reported that a small orb like that actually encompasses a person when a being shows up or a ghost shows up. The interesting thing about this is the people watching the surveillance footage even talk about how at first they see a being, but then they see two heads come out of the being, and then they realize it's two figures and one must be sort of bleeding into the other. But one thing they also say is once it starts to move to the left, they notice only one is going to the left.
Interesting observations there, Dr. J. Now, let's roll the next one. This is coming in from China. Something happened at 30,000 feet. Watch this.
你怎么处理？啥都不定，然后一问就是跟领导在沟通，发微信在沟通。
看，这啥呀？
There it is. We're looking at this close-up of this UFO that was just captured September 11th over there in China. The person filming there was at the airport. Then they're up 30,000 feet, and they captured this amazing red-orange object moving at amazing speeds. John, what do you make of this?
Every time I see something extremely bright like this, it always reminds me of what Bob Lazar said in 1989. When you have something that has very high voltage, high electricity, and you're in a gaseous atmosphere such as ours, which is mostly nitrogen and oxygen, it produces this glow. So I always tend to believe stuff when I see video like this. And I think it goes back to what's been talked about by many people like Bob Lazar and is seen in so many videos.
You know, I'm doing some enhancements here. It's trying to make out what kind of aircraft this could be, a rocket, a jet fighter, but I'm not seeing any of these indications. We're looking at pure energy right now.
Yeah, I know I always kind of go back to this, but it really seems like a ball of plasma, a ball of light to me. This one obviously red in nature. I mean, it doesn't really seem like it's, a metallic object. It's just this glowing light.
Yeah, the big question is, what is the propulsion behind it? If it's intelligent in its nature, or is it just a random friction of electricity, a ball lightning? I don't think so. This thing seems to have some kind of interest in the airliner, for one, and it is having some kind of cool aerodynamics at the same time there.
Yeah, and recently, just a couple days, they just shut down the major airport there in China too as well. So there's a big mystery. They say there's some UFOs, just like we said, big one coming out of New Orleans. This just happened a couple days ago.
So when we receive weather phenomenon, especially during hurricane activity, it's been happening across the coast of America, and people are dealing with it, but they're also dealing with this. They're looking up in the sky and wondering what the heck is going on. Is this some kind of, I don't know, dare I say it, weather manipulation? I don't know. It just looks really bizarre, but Mother Nature will throw you for a loop if you underestimate it. What do you think we're looking at here, Dr. J? I think meteorologists are going to be tripping on this one for a while.
Oh, absolutely. First of all, if this is something nature's producing, obviously nature shocks us all the time, and this is the first I've ever heard of anything like that. This thing looks sinister. Now, we do know UFOs use cloud cover all the time. There are even UFOs that disguise themselves as clouds that people have filmed all the time. In the early 90s, you may have remembered the Guardian landing case in Canada. That footage, which showed a little bit of smoke coming, but nothing like this. Is this, like you said, technology, or is this natural?
Are you seeing the orbs here too, Brent? Look at these bright plasmic orbs within this spherical red glowing object within the clouds, hiding within the clouds.
Yeah, people could speculate, and I could even speculate too. Could you imagine some sort of craft hidden within the clouds are projecting this light, or could it just be the sun's hitting it directly and creating this beautiful weather phenomenon that we've never seen anything like this? This is incredible. Again, this is right around a huge storm system, and we've been around that too. We've seen a lot of these strange clouds, but this one kind of blows me away.
Yeah, I'm wondering, seeing this, if it's some sort of craft camouflaged by the clouds, like it, hiding behind these clouds and glowing through. But, it kind of does look like maybe it could be some sort of meteorological effect. But the intensity of the brightness of the reds in it is almost unnatural to me.
Guys, we're sharing you the videos right now on Third Phase of Moon. We've got a bunch more coming up. So if you're joining us in this live premiere, make sure you leave your comments and hit that thumbs up. Now, again, what do you think this is? Natural weather phenomenon or something abnormal like what we're looking at right now? Brent, you have some information on this. The new videos of crazy stuff going on above our heads in the cloud layer, not too far away.
Yeah, this one just came in, and it's a good comparison to what just happened in America in New Orleans. We're looking at the same kind of bright, illuminated light of red shining through the clouds, but this one is making a rotation kind of counterclockwise as I'm looking at it. It's pretty amazing. You see the plasma as it kind of dances around in a circle, suspended in the sky. Could this be some sort of, again, new projection, new technology, or a weather phenomenon, or something otherworldly? John, what do you make of this one?
I'm going to play devil's advocate for a bit on this one, because living in Southern California with the wildfires all the time, it's not uncommon to see fire actually with smoke like this start to go in a circle, because as the fire is heating up the air around it, you have the cooler air around it, calling a temperature inversion. But if this isn't fire, then this is clearly something unexplainable.
Yeah, again, the location is France, and this is just recent. So the phenomenon is happening around the planet. Apollo, what do you make of this one?
I'm curious to know what time of day this was being filmed. I mean, it looks like maybe it's early in the evening or earlier in the day. But, what comes to mind for me with all this weather phenomena is also weather modification technologies. I mean, this has been used recently. We know that it's technology that is out there, that's available. So maybe it's something being tested.
The experimental weather program, or again, maybe a hidden craft hiding in the clouds and just looking down upon us. Guys, I want to get your comments. Now, let's roll the next video into Third Phase of Moon. Watch. Once again, we're looking at something in the night sky. It's new. I've never seen anything quite like it. Kind of a tail with this bright illuminated object in front, and it has this rainbow iridescence about it, and we're looking at it right above this neighborhood, and it's just hanging up there. Could it be some kind of kite? I don't know. I don't see kites at night, but maybe if you get a kite and light it up with LED lights, you're going to get this effect. But again, I'm looking at something I haven't seen before. Brent, what do you make of this?
Yeah, definitely call out this as one of ours. New technology. China's coming out with all sorts of stuff. They like their gadgets, their toys, but this one would catch people's eye. If I saw this, I'd film it, because I've never seen anything like it. But I'm going to lean towards this being one of ours. John?
About 30 years ago, we had a lot of talk about the aurora, and if everyone remembers, the contrail of that was this donut shaped, like a donut on a rope sort of contrail. And at first, that's what I thought about this. But like Brent just said, this is probably something more recent. Now, also, let me make a point of this. Ever since we started messing with CERN, you know, we've had so much more activity going on. It's no denying that, right? But what if by messing with CERN and creating those black holes, things from other realms are starting to appear here? So is this ours, or is this just more activity?
You can see that it's just stationary again up there. Is this just having its own propulsion, or is it tethered to the ground? I don't see any tether.
Yeah, you know, that's the first thing I noticed about this video is that it's definitely very stationary. You don't see it moving across the sky, but obviously you see the tail has some movement to it. I'm looking at the light patterns on the tail and the way the light patterns are moving down across the tail, and it really kind of reminds me of different types of lighting that I've seen before for shows and things like that. So I think this is some really amazing, definitely a really cool toy or kite type thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to call that out. And I'm sure we're going to be seeing these videos popping up over and over if somebody has this exact toy. But again, we're looking at it for the first time. So if you're seeing this kind of stuff, maybe we could just squash these kind of sightings and never look at it ever again. But right now I'm seeing something, and I think we could all agree that we're seeing something for the first time here. And if this toy's out coming in from China and we're going to see it all over the place, well, then we'll never share these kind of videos again. But right now it seems very stationary. I don't know if there's this slight breeze of wind creating the tail, and it's just a stationary drone up there. It's still interesting, and it's definitely not a kite. I don't see it undulating left to right. Now, we've been seeing a lot of broad daylight metallic flying saucer videos, but this one we've wanted to pull up. It's been on Third Phase Moon. We're going to bring up the archive of one of these incredible daylight sightings, and when you get a really good close-up look at it, it really does remind you of the Bob Lazar S4 stories of the reverse-engineered craft that he experimented with, apparently. Now, take a look at this video. It pretty much matches up with what Bob Lazar talked about.
This is really interesting. You know, it's just like Bob Lazar said. First of all, if you recall, what he said is there was 3 gravity generators in pretty much every one of the saucers. And when they travel in one way, like on Earth, they use one to get off the ground and the other 2 to point in whatever direction. When they're in space flight, what they'll do is flip up on their side and point all 3 in one direction. This being upside down is actually a way a lot of people report them, and very consistent with what Bob Lazar said. Now, some people are going to say this is a balloon. It is absolutely not, because first of all, it's not aerodynamic for a balloon. A balloon is not flat like that and traveling from left to right. Now, look at it. It is literally a saucer, almost like a flattened acorn. There's no propellers. There's no wings. There's nothing that would make it fly outside of some crazy technology we don't know of.
Yeah, well said there. Here's the pull-up photo, which gives all the detail. You can see it. It's 100% legit. You could analyze this photo right here, and you could tell this is absolutely 100% legit. Now, again, what's the propulsion keeping this thing up in the sky? As soon as that person got that photo, they managed to get the video, which you can see matches directly with the object that we're looking at. What's keeping this up? I don't see no prop propellers, no combustion of any kind, and it's moving rather smoothly. It's not like wobbling in the wind. It seems to have a kind of trajectory in a certain pathway.
Yeah, just going off of what Dr. J said about, basically the anti-gravity being positioned differently in regards to the direction it's moving. It definitely seems to be going a little more downwards, and you can see it almost seems to be upside down when you get the close-up on the photo. From this angle, it kind of looks like more round, but I think what we're seeing here is the bottom of the craft. But then here, like, as you zoom up, you see that it kind of has, the dish shape shape that, these kind of craft normally have, but it seems that the top part, it seems to be upside down.
No, we're looking at this. You can see the shadows, the refraction of light. It's just interesting to look at these kind of craft. And again, they're being spotted all across the planet. And sometimes it could be like a balloon, some people might say. If you look up way up high in the sky and you see this kind of just a black dot, but when you take photos and you manage to capture these images, then you could enhance it, and then it kind of reveals something altogether different. Like, let's pull this photo up once again. You can see how far it is, and it's going to come up in just 1 second. And if you're looking at this with your naked eye right here, see how far it is, and then you zoom up, and then it really reveals its true nature. This is kind of interesting stuff here. Dr. J?
It's really cool that you could zoom in with such high definition these days. This thing is absolutely nothing we have on this planet, and that would be able to fly in such a smooth way. Look at it. I mean, it is seamless. Also, if you look very closely at the edges of this craft, you see a tiny bit of fuzz, and I'll tell you why I think that is. That looks like the distortion from the technology.
What I like about this is that we got both photographs and video of the same object. And like Blake was saying earlier, sometimes we get videos every day. We get like 10 UFO sightings from people around the world that just want to share it. And it's hard to bring up the details because something's too far away, and maybe it could be something otherworldly and they see something amazing, but when you're getting it with the camera, it's really hard to prove. This one could look like a balloon, but when you get the close-up, as it's moving, you can see it's the same object, and this thing's like flat. It's disc-like. It's not like undulating or wobbling. It's just staying flat, like it's being controlled. Yeah, it's a high-tech drone, but how high-tech? Could it be millions of years in advance of high-tech that we know of today, right now, of the drones that we're dealing with in commercial airspace and even military? But once again, this could be something that the government could be looking at, the UAP task force. There's so much evidence right here at Third Phase Moon that continues to come in. The best place for the evidence coming in from around the world in real time. And we're looking for your evidence, the UFO phenomenon, the phenomenon. It's real, so upload that video if you capture anything, and copy paste that link to my email. It's in the description below. We'd love to share your videos. Thanks everybody for joining us from around the world. Blake Cousins. We'll see you next time.
Over and out.
We'll catch you all later.
10-4.